PCS families, this is Mrs. Hall, and today I'm going to be reading Chapter 3 of The Adventures of a South Pole Pig. So listen in. After breakfast the next day, Flora sat on top of the manure pile while her lazy brothers snored away again. Too bad for them. They wouldn't be making any new friends, or learning new things, or getting ready for trouble. She stood up on her hind legs and waved her front hooves in the air. Luna would probably think that looked pretty spirited, if only she were here to watch. Luna, Luna. Flora put all her thoughts into wishing the cat back, and then, there she was, slipping through the junk heap, her beautiful white flag of a tail following behind. Flora bundled down the manure pile to meet her. Hi, Luna. Hi, Flora. Luna hopped on a fence post. Watch this. Flora spun around in a dizzying circle. She dashed to the top of the manure pile, did a two-legged walk, then raced back down, barely managing to stop herself before banging her snout into the fence. Wow, said Luna. How's that for spirit? Flora was breathing hard. I never knew pigs could have so much. Luna sounded as if she meant it. You almost look like a horse galloping up that manure pile. Like Nessie? Flora put her small hooves up on the post and looked over at the large hooves peeking out from underneath the horse stall. Nessie used to be the fastest thing on the farm, but she's older now, and her front leg bothers her. Don't get on her bad side, because she can still kick when she gets grouchy. She hates being cooped up for too long. That was exactly how Flora felt. She waited to hear more about grouchy Nessie, but Luna lifted her left hind foot and began licking between her toes. I've been getting ready for trouble, said Flora. Luna stopped licking, but didn't put her foot back where it was supposed to go. She looked at Flora as if she didn't understand. Flora tried again. You know, like you said, it always finds you. Oh, yeah. Luna sat up straight. The trouble with trouble is it's a hard thing to prepare for. Speaking of trouble, this farm would be a great place to wander around, if it weren't crawling with dogs. Maybe you've heard them. Flora nodded enthusiastically. What do you know about dogs? I know they howl just to hear themselves howl. I know if they get off their leash, and they always do, then look out, because no one is safe. Flora felt a little thrill go through her. She would be happy to teach a dog a lesson. Why is the farm crawling with dogs? Training, said Luna. The dogs on this farm are being trained for expeditions, which are the same thing as adventures. Adventures? Flora couldn't believe her ears. How could anyone be so lucky? It starts when they're puppies, about your age. First they get used to the lines and ropes and harnesses. Then comes the real work. Trained for adventure. Flora couldn't get over it. They pull loads that get heavier and heavier, Luna said. Dogs might be annoying, but on this farm, they are the hardest working animals of all. Why do they have to pull so? Flora stopped. Luna had slipped down to the ground almost without moving a muscle. Now she was staring at the top of Flora's head in the strangest way. Flora shook her head in case she had a bit of manure stuck to one of her ears. But Luna didn't stir except for her tail, which stuck straight out behind her and trembled at the tip. Then she lowered herself into a crouch, and her eyes got very wide. Flora realized they weren't fixed on her at all, but on something behind her. Flora turned slowly. The dirt beside the fence was moving. No, wait, it wasn't dirt. Flora peered closer. It was the same color as dirt, but hairy. Then Flora saw a long, naked tail. Look out, it's a rat, Luna whispered. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 3, and stay tuned to listen to Chapter 4 of The Adventure of a South Pole Pig.